Hello, people watching this video on YouTube, vinyl community, and people in the thrifty music collectors and listeners Facebook group. I'm Tim, and this video, as it's called, is Tim's Free Vinyl. By number one, by free vinyl, it means vinyl that I was given for free. This that I'm going to be showing you today, a week ago, a couple of my daughter's old friends came over carrying a couple boxes full of vinyl, and they just gave it to me because they know I collect vinyl, and they had it sitting around their house and they wanted to get rid of it. So I took it and I said, "What? I'll read through it, whatever I want I'll keep, and I'll take the rest to the Salvation Army," and they thought that sounded good. So with that said, I better start showing this. This might be a longer video, I'll let you know right off the top here. So starting off, Carpenters. I know you can't see this one too well, it's a little dark. It's 1969 through 1973. Of course, it's gatefold. Next is Bernstein, New York Philharmonic, the world's 25 greatest marches. Try adjusting the lights on here so you can see these a little better. Rod Stewart, A Night on the Town. The Rod Stewart album. Bernstein, New York Philharmonic. This is a box set of classical music. I'm not sure how many albums are in there. Adam Ant, Friend or Foe. Of course, this one has Goody Two Shoes on it. Dan Fogelberg, The Innocent Age. Henry Mancini, A Legendary Performer. Rod Stewart, Every Picture Tells a Story. Okay, the Great Grace music. This is music from The Great Grace. It was written by and performed by Henry Mancini. Okay, one for this year, this time of year. Carpenters, A Christmas Portrait. I like to have Carpenter's vocals. Music from Outlaw Blues. It's a movie with Peter Fonda and Susan St. James in it. Jethro Tull, Aqualung. Rod Stewart, Never a Dull Moment. The Main Event, A Glove Story. This is the soundtrack from the movie with Barbra Streisand and Ryan O'Neal in it. This is somebody I've never heard of. Michael Brown, So Many Men, So Little Time. Here's one that's a real clean cover on it. James Taylor's Greatest Hits. The original soundtrack to Bronco Billy with Clint Eastwood in it. Featuring songs by Merle Haggard and Ronnie Milsap. By Pigliacci. I'm not really sure of this one. I figure it's classical, but I'm not sure. Well, it has Robert Shaw with it. One that I'll probably take to Goodwill, Barbra Streisand. Lazy Afternoon. I've just never really been much of a Barbra Streisand fan. I'll probably keep that soundtrack one, the Main Event one, because she rocks a little more on there. Paul Simon, There Goes Rhymin' Simon. Three Dog Night, Golden Biscuits. A compilation, Vocal Hit Sounds, cast off by Anne Murray, Glenn Campbell, Dionne Warwick, B.J. Thomas, Peggy Lee. Gary Puckett and the Union Gap's Greatest Hits. The soundtrack to Casino Royale, the original one, that is. Lee Evans plays themes from Great Motion Pictures. The soundtrack to The Turning Point. Carole King, Her Greatest Hits. I like Carole King. I like the name of this one. Let me slide it in better. It was Classical Hits for People Who Hate Classical Music. Music from the soundtrack of Picnic. The soundtrack music from Every Which Way But Loose. More Ron Paul's Greatest Hits. Andre Castellitz and his orchestra, Cafe Continental. Bob and Doug McKenzie, course, this has the 12 Days of Christmas. Of course, Bob and Doug Mackenzie's one version of it. The original motion picture soundtrack to Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. Themes from Star Wars, New York, New York, The Deep, Black Sunday, The Greatest, A Bridge Too Far, Any Hill, Exorcist to The Heretic, Roller Coaster, as performed by the Bertrand Pops Orchestra. Soundtrack to Gone with the Wind. Soundtrack to Raiders of the Lost Ark. Getting a little bit of a glare off it there. Billy Joel, An Innocent Man. Billy Joel, The Stranger. The soundtrack to Smokey and the Bandit. Soundtrack to True Grit. Soundtrack to Funny Lady, another one that I'll probably return or take to Goodwill. Here's a soundtrack I really like. Soundtrack to Lady Hawk. It's I think if I remember right, it's all written by Andrew Paul, who had worked a lot with the Alan Parsons Project. Soundtrack to Smokey and the Bandit 2. Okay. Tchaikovsky, Swan Lake excerpts and Sleeping Beauty excerpts. Okay, I'm going to switch boxes now and continue on with the next box, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. Tanya Tucker, TNT. Billy Joel, Turnstiles. Tanya Tucker, Tear Me Apart. Billy Joel, 52nd Street. Elton John, Don't Shoot Me, I'm Only the Piano Player. Elton John, Leather Jackets. Herbie Hancock, Future Shock. Another Billy Joel, The Stranger. So you can tell I have some dupes here. ABBA, Greatest Hits Volume 2. Elton John, Greatest Hits. Elton John, Jump Up. Not sure if Take Two's a group or what it's up. Oh, Film Classics, Take 2. That's what it is. Elton John, 2-0. This one will probably replace the one I already have because it's a lot nicer condition. Elton John, Hunky Chateau. "50 Years of Great Operatic Singing." The Bobby Darin story, Mac the Knife. Toto Hydra. Elton John, The Fox. Billy Joel, Glass Houses. And then, there were a bunch of 45s or 7 inches, as some people refer to them as. First one is Sade, Is It a Crime? Kate Bush, Man with the Child in His Eyes. The other side is Moving. The Boomtown Rats, I Don't Like Mondays. Jermaine Jackson and Pia Zadora, When the Rain Begins to Fall. Python Lee Jackson, In a Broken Dream. Now going to the 45s not in sleeves. Here's a demo one for, you notice, real floppy here. It's Time Life one for big bands. And let's start going through these. There's a lot here. Not sure which sides. Wait, this is side 8. Sheila E., A Glamorous Life. Alcaiola and his orchestra. I think that I'm pronouncing it right. I can't see it too well there. The Magnificent Seven. Dionne Warwick, I Say a Little Prayer on Scepter Records. Sweet Ballroom Blitz. Bread Diary. The Stories I'm Coming Home on Kama Sutra Records. Okay, this one's a little dark. This is America, I Need You on the green, Warner Brothers. The Eagles, Take It Easy. ELO, Twilight. Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. Men Without Hats, a Safety Dance. Jackson 5, Maybe Tomorrow. Not sure what side A on here. Side A, Punch Drunk. Or Is It a Crime? Barbara Streisand, Memory. And Evergreen. Evergreen's theme from A Star Is Born. Michael Jackson, Got to Be There. Creedence Clearwater Revival, Who Will Stop the Rain. Flipside, Traveling Band. Chicago, Make Me Smile. Flipside, Color My World. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, Tears of a Clown. Bee Gees, Run to Me. Look at that, the Apple label. Badfinger, No Matter What. Rod Stewart, No Matter What. Flipside, Rod Stewart with the Faces, I Know I'm Losing You. Lou Reed, Walk on the Wild Side. The Hollies, Long Cool Woman in a Black Dress. Looking Glass, Brandy, You're a Fine Girl. The Fortunes, Here Comes That Rainy Day Feeling Again. Oh, you can't see this one too well. James Taylor, You've Got a Friend. The Jackson 5, Never Can Say Goodbye. Just about done here. Police Roxanne. The Monkees, theme from the Monkees. Flip side, that was in This Is Now. Some more of the Apple label. This time it is Beatles. Let It Be. Faces, Stay With Me. Giorgio, Son of My Father. Hamilton, Joe Franken, Reynolds, Don't Pull Your Love. Nelson, Without You. Flip side, Gotta Get Up. Raiders, Indian Reservation. And last but not least, Eric Clapton, Wonderful Tonight. Ooh, I made it through all of those. I'm surprised, but I don't know about the time, 26 minutes. Well, it's time. Well, my internet, or I should say Facebook's been acting up on me, so that's why I decided to make this video. Well, I'll probably be back tonight making a couple more videos. Until next time, take it easy and keep on rocking.